Woo! It has been a hot one here. I don't know where you're at, in what part of the US, or maybe you're not in the US and you're finding this video. Well, here it has been in the 90s in Northeast Ohio, and it's been warm for us. And so I've been having to water these trees quite a bit more than I normally do. And but that's all right. Like I said in previous videos, it's something that I enjoy doing. It's kind of a hobby of ours. And I don't mind it at all. I was gonna show you a video today on, we've had several ripe figs we've been able to eat. And I know I've showed you the one out in the orchard. We've done a video on the San Miguel Roxo, AKA Azores Dark. And you can see even this one here starting to ripen up. So far, I'm beside myself with this fig. It's done really well, and it tastes just so good to me. And this, you can see this tree here, this is its second year. It was handed to me as a Jason's Unknown Ishia Black, but then it was found out that it's not one of those. In fact, it is what's probably referred to as a Negretta. And let me see if I can get a zoomed in shot of this. You can see it's almost, I mean, it could probably even stay on another day and not have any issues, maybe even get a little more concentrated sugars in the skin and in the fruit. But there's ripe fruit. I mean, just starting to happen all over this tree. And I know how it is. You know, the whole thing of Adam and Eve were told not to eat from the fruit of tree of knowledge of good and evil. And they looked at the fruit, saw it was good and pleasing, and they grabbed it. So I blame them for a lot of things, but you know what? I guess if I was there too, I would be reaching for this stuff too. I don't know what kind of fruit it was, but I'm getting a little sidetracked here, I guess. All right. Let me pull one of these off and we'll show you. We'll show you what a Negretta looks like. All right, this is, I think, the one for us. And the one thing that I've noticed on here, I mean, those suckers are on there. Folks, if you've never tried a fig, usually they come right off when they're ripe like this. This tree does not want to let go. Like, I literally just have to rip it off. That's just, I don't get that. I don't understand that. But I'm not gonna complain because I get to eat the fruit and this is fun for me. And you notice I'm the only one in this video. I left everyone else in the house. And I'm not trying to be selfish because I'm sure I've been sharing a lot of these figs. And I told them I was gonna do the video and nobody followed me. So you get to join me with just me in this video. Let me show you the eye on this. Let me get you a little sunlight here. All right, there's the eye. You can see that it's tight. There's no real opening in it. I mean, very little. And this little scarring, not an issue, not a problem. But can you see the skin kind of has a wrinkle to it, almost like it's drying. And let me do this. With me being the only one out here, I got a video with one hand, cut with the other. Let's see. Can I rest this on my leg? Ooh. Guys, I am so skilled. Yes, look at that. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, excuse me while I swallow in the camera. Yeah, this is why we do this, guys and gals. This is a beautiful piece of fruit, and it is just so fun to eat these. At least in here in Ohio, you're not gonna find these. Yeah, you can find them in let's say a Trader Joe's or something like that. But I got some this year, and I was going to do a video on it, and I was going to show the figs that I got that were California raised, shipped in. I won't say the company that shipped them in, but nothing. There was nothing compared to the ripe figs that we have here. And I mean, that's pretty obvious. I mean, you take something that's harvested early versus something that you can pull ripe off the tree or off the plant, say in a garden or something. Yeah, the ripe fruit's going to be way better than something that was picked early. But all right, without further ado, this is Negretta, and I'm fairly happy with this tree. It's not going to be your popular tree. It's not going to be the one that's most talked about on, let's say, fig forums or other videos that you'll find here on YouTube, but Let me zoom in, or let me get it at least focused. I don't care if you don't, I mean, if you don't like fruit, that's just, okay, let me eat it. Okay. Some people wonder what a fig tastes. I don't really know how to explain it. All I know, it's a bunch of goodness wrapped up in this outer, man, almost takes my words away. It's just so good. I wouldn't say it's the best fig I've ever had. The skin's a little tough, but I don't mind that at all. It's easy to chew up. Just a little thicker than some of the other figs I've tasted. Very sugary. Almost like one way to put it. So we do our own maple syrup here. Back in the woods, we have a property back in the woods that we do our maple syrup. And I'd say it has a slight flavor of real maple syrup in it. Gosh, I'm having a hard time to describe this. And I think everyone's taste buds are a little different. But that's I mean, there's for sure a berry taste to it. You got a small seed crunch, but I don't think you got as much as, let's say, a De Tres Esplay seed crunch. But you know what? You don't hear a lot about a Negretta. And I think if you let any fig ripen on a tree to get where it's almost starting to dry, in a sense, it's worth it. So, all right, I made this probably longer than I wanted to, but all right, Mr. Negretta or Miss Negretta, we've given you a lot of attention. So if you've never tried one, get out there and try one. We'll see you guys on the next one.